Hey everybody, I'm Shade Tree Pastor and welcome to another 5 Minutes in the Bible. Today we're going to be taking a look at what Jesus has to say about prayer in Matthew chapter 6 and how that can apply to us today as Christians. Let's go ahead and take a look at that passage right now. Starting in verse 5. And whenever you pray, do not be like the hypocrites, for they love to stand and pray in the synagogues and at street corners, so that they may be seen by others. Truly I tell you, they have received their reward. But whenever you pray, go into your room and shut the door and pray to your Father who is in secret, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you. There's an old expression in the South that a lot of people like to use. It is, bless your heart. People will say that to you when they think you're being foolish, or when they think you're doing something dumb, or when they disagree with you. Sounds nice, but it actually isn't. It's kind of a bit of a put down, actually. In today's text, Jesus talks about prayer, and he talks about hypocrites who like to pray. Now, the hypocrites Jesus was talking about were people that liked to glorify themselves, to make themselves look good. They would pray loudly, and they would pray in public places so that people would see them and think, oh man, look how pious and religious and righteous those people are. But today I think we have a different kind of hypocrisy. Today we have a hypocrisy that is a lot like that expression, bless your heart. I can't tell you how many times I have seen or heard Christians say, I'll pray for you, in the same way that they might say, bless your heart. I've had it said to me several times, even recently, where people vehemently disagreed with me on some issue and actually were at the point of claiming I was no longer a Christian because I disagreed with them on that issue. And then they would say to me, well, I will pray for you. But ask yourself this question. Do you think they meant it? Do you think they really were going to go home and pray for me, or they were going to stop what they were doing? They were going to stop in the middle of that Facebook or YouTube or TikTok comment and pray for me. Do you think they really cared for me at all after they had literally just condemned me, claimed to know what was in my heart, and claimed to know the real status of my relationship with Jesus Christ? I think the answer is obviously no. And so you know what that makes them. It makes them hypocrites. Jesus tells us not to pray like the hypocrites. First of all, we should never, ever use prayer to glorify ourselves. We should never use prayer to make ourselves look like we are the righteous ones over someone else. Second of all, we should never say we will pray for someone without actually meaning it, without actually doing it. And even if you haven't used I'll pray for you in such a pejorative and insulting and attacking way, I think we all have fallen guilty to the moment where we say, I'll pray for you, and then we never actually end up praying for that person. Me personally, to be honest, I don't even tell people I will pray for them anymore, because it seems so hollow and so hypocritical. It seems like just something I'm saying that I'm never going to do. If I truly want to pray for someone, I just will pray for them. And if someone asks me to pray for them, I've got in the habit, or at least tried to be in the habit, of just praying for them right then and there. We need to stop misusing prayer, and we need to stop saying we will pray for someone when we don't mean it. Instead, let's do like what Jesus suggested. He said to go to a quiet place alone and pray in secret. I think it's good to pray. I think it's spiritually healthy to pray. I think it's good to pray for other people. But maybe we should be a little bit better about keeping those prayers to ourselves and keeping those prayers between us and the Lord. Unless we want to pray for the person right then and there with them. Because I think if we are going to pray for someone, that does so much more than just saying, I'll pray for you.